what mindset shifts, or what was the biggest mindset shift that you had to make in order to reach this level in your business?
I think for me, there's so many mindset seasons because it's a constant renewal, but I'll take you back to in 2018. So 2012, I started the business, and immediately my business grew. It was quick, it was easy, and it was just, everything was flowing. And I'm like, man, this is supposed to be hard because everybody around me is struggling. But I'm like, why is it so easy for me? And I was literally like Peter walking on water where it was just easy. I didn't see the struggle. I didn't see slow seasons. And then in 2018, I received an instruction from God. Anybody ever received an instruction from God that did not make sense? So I received this instruction from God where he said, close your business down. Pack up your stuff. Put all your things, or give all your things away, and I want you to relocate. And at this time, I just landed, my business was flowing. I landed a TV deal. So I was on TV every single Monday. I had a radio show. So I had radio every Thursday. So here I was, Monday and Thursday, I'm in the media, I'm running my business. I'm like at the top. I feel like I'm finally living. And in 2018, he told me to shut everything down and start over. In that process of starting over, I found myself with a PhD and 3 kids on welfare, living in a room of a stranger in Dallas, Texas. I found myself in a space to like, God, how did I get here? Where I did everything the right way. I went to school, I got the degrees, I started the business. We have the marriage, we have the kids. Like, I've done everything. I did the corporate check. Like, I did everything you've asked me to do. Why am I here? And I remember God telling me at that moment, he said, I'm taking you back. So it wasn't the first time. I'm taking you back in the valley because the next time, you're going to show other people how to get out of it. And it was in that moment where I realized who I was. Like, I wasn't a speaker. Like, I wasn't a trainer. I wasn't a coach. That I was a person that had been called to disrupt dysfunctional thinking in God's children. So it was in that moment where I'm like, okay, well, how do I do this? Because what I saw in the speaker world back in 2018, there were very few women, and the only women I saw, they were only doing empowerment stuff. And I'm like, well, that feels good, but that ain't transformation. People gonna go, they're gonna be motivated, inspired, but they're gonna leave there the same way. I was like, I don't wanna do that. And then I saw a lot of men in the speaking industry, and they were speaking all the time, and I had kids, I had a newborn baby, and I'm like, well, I don't want that life. And God said, well, I'm gonna show you how to create the life that you desire. So I remember this, y'all, like it was yesterday. So I reached out, and I was trying to find someone that had a model. Thank goodness you all have Jasmine as a model, because I didn't have that in 2018. I reached out to someone asking for a model, like, how are you doing it? And they said, I'm sorry, I can't work with you because you're a threat. And it was at that moment, I'm like, okay, God, well, you're going to show me how to do this. So it was that moment that my mindset shifted, that I needed to trust God. I needed to leverage and build what I had, and I needed to believe in myself. So I'm sharing that with you because you have the tools here. And Jasmine has been up here. I've been in the back listening, getting the strategies, learning. But if you don't believe it, number one, in your heart, and then implement and do the work, then why are you here? So my mindset shifted that day when I reminded myself of who was inside of me and what I was called to do. And I say that because it's not by coincidence or happenstance that you all are here today. There's been a tug in your heart. There's been something that has been pulling at you, and now is your time. So you have to ask yourself, like, the mindset I have right now, is this helping or is this hurting? And you have to make a choice, because I can tell you this, your voice has value, and the world is waiting on you.
So good.